Hello, and thanks for dropping back in to Traps Hawaii. This morning, I just wanted to have a session with you. Um, I know I posted a video last night on the 130 inside teaching some other presses like one hit, three press. I just wanted, I guess, after watching the video myself, and I do watch my videos even after I post them. I watch them again and make sure I did things right. I try to do that before I post them also, but sometimes I just don't catch everything, or it's late at night and I'm a little tired, but I want to post it. So I just, want to, I guess, apologize for some of the mistakes that I make when I am making the videos. Like I noticed on the last video, towards the end when I was on my last hand, that I hit the six at least twice, which was the point, and I should have took it down and make another, come up with a new point. And I don't have editing equipment that I can say, oh, sorry, and put it up on the screen that I made a mistake. So it's probably not the only mistakes I made in a lot of the videos that I did. And I have had comments saying, oh, Mel, at this certain time you sevened out, or you didn't pay yourself, or whatever it is. And I've answered those comments by saying that it's not easy to shoot a video and narrate and deal and pay and think 2-3 steps ahead of what I'm going to be doing. So anyway, I'm just not trying to make excuses, just trying to let you know why sometimes a lot of us who do shoot videos make mistakes. But for me, as long as the strategy that I wanted to show is shown, then that's fine, because I'm just trying to show you a strategy. Okay, so if I make some mistakes that doesn't really affect the strategy, I'm gonna post that video, because it took some time to run the video, and the dice doesn't always go in your favor, so you can show the strategies that you want to show. So anyway, I just want to apologize for that when I looked at the video, I felt foolish myself that I didn't see that I already made the point, and I kept rolling. And so I wanted to apologize for that. So that's why I'm making this video this morning, most of all, but I'm also going to talk about other things. I also have other things, and I can keep rambling on about things and going off the subject. So to keep myself where I need to be, I've put some notes here. So anyway, when I show these strategies, I want you to know that everybody wants to make money, okay? And that's the casino's probably biggest thing that is in their favor, is they know everybody wants to make money, and everybody wants to press their bets up. And because people feel like if I press my bet up, then I have a chance of taking down bigger money. And the casino likes that, right? Because as long as you leave your money down there on the table, like I said in some of my videos, even though you won that and you pressed it up and you feel like, well, you won that, but until you take it off the table and rack it in your chip rack, that money still can be won by the casino. And that's what they want. They want the chance to take that money back. So that's why a lot of times I say, stay alive in the game, get back your money first, what you started with. Too many people feel like, well, I'm going to press it, and I'm going to press this, and I'm going to press that. And when I finally get it up to $150, or if you're playing like 44 inside, if I get it up to $60, and then I'm going to take it down. So the house, they likes that, because of the fact that you would have to hit one point, press it up, another, press it, another, press it up, right? So it's gonna take you time, and if the dice is just not rolling your way, then you might 7 out before you can even take any money down, which most times is what happens, right? Um, Prime example, like I said, dice rolls between 3 to maybe 6 rolls, maybe 7 if you're lucky, and that's just on a choppy table. And choppy too bad, it gets worse. Sometimes 2 rolls, 4 rolls, you're gone. And if you want to, you can go, when you go to Vegas, you go to Fremont, they have a counter on the table, and you stand there and you watch on a choppy table, or maybe even on a normal table, how many times the roll comes out. You can see there's a counter right there. And I think if it's still the same, before, if you roll 15 numbers, they'll give you a paper that you can go to the small little gift shop and pick up something, right? So that just tells you that if you can roll 15 rolls, that's a pretty good roll, okay? But now, I always say, get rubbish numbers, right? And rubbish numbers, like I said, is 2, 3. For me, a 4, a 10, 11, a 12. Since I don't have 4 and 10, they're rubbish numbers to me. And so I can't collect anything. Now, if you throw 3 of those numbers, that's 3 rows closer to me seeing a 7. And so I want to collect anytime the table gives me a chance to collect a point. I want to collect it, because you don't know if that chance of collecting another one is going to come around, okay? So that's why I say, if you have the first 3 times that you get to hit, take your money back, okay? That's really important. That's part of money management. Now, the other thing about money management is that when you see a profit, now let's say, like in this instance over here, if you take $14, because this is a 44 setup, and if it pays, each one of these gonna pay you $14 or 15 for one. If you take 3 hits, okay, you'll be taking 14, 14, 14, okay? So you figure that out as 3 times, let's say, make it 15, 3 times 15, $45 minus the $3, because you know it was only 14. That's $42. Now, you're looking at 42, you started with 44, right? So you got $42 back. At that point, your mindset should be that looking down here, there's $44, right? So $44 is your start money, and that $42 in your hand is your profit, okay? And if you look at things that way, you might see that, well, I'm playing a small bankroll, and $42 is a good profit for me, okay? So at that point, you might say, well, I'm going to take this all down, okay, because I made a $42 profit in 3 hits, risking my money to make money, okay? Now, the other side of that is, well, a lot of people say, no, I'm going to press. Oh, okay, so they press. And now the 7 comes, maybe even 3 points, 4 points, maybe even 5 points later. If a 7 comes and you press this 3 times, and then you didn't take any money back, and now you want to take back, even if you take back once or twice, you're never going to make that money that you should have made if you took it down after 3 hits. Okay, so I want you to see that in your mind, management-wise, money management-wise, right? The bigger the money you play, the more you will see that, right? Like on the 130, everyone here is going to be $35. So I take let's say on a normal table, and it's not really bad, maybe it's from choppy to good, and you will see some of my earlier videos that I would take from here. I would take $50 because or $49 because on a 130 I got it to 35. So let's say I would take the 6 or the 8, that's $35 each, and then I take another maybe 50, so that's 35, 35, 70, another 50, so what is that, 120. And I'm not depressing now, it's just I just taking and I'm leaving the same money there. So I took back 120 and then 130, so I'm just out $10, and hopefully all my calculations is correct, because like I say, I make mistakes. So if that's correct, then I'm only playing $10 because I took back a 70 and 50, right? So why when I look down there, I see $130 in profit? Well, actually 120 in my hand is profit, and 130 is what I started with. So why wouldn't I take that back? Okay, why wouldn't I take that back? To me, try making $120. You got hit one, right? And you pressing and pressing and pressing. So now to take back that money, I mean, to make it an easier scenario, let's say you had $100 on every number. So that's $600. So now the dice rolls, and you take 100, or most people, let's say they press. Okay, so now they all got it up to $1,200. So now they feel, okay, now I'm going to take back. So now you figure 6 rolls went by, and now they got $1,200. So now they feel, okay, it's time to take back. So now they hit one number, and let's say, not counting odds and whatever, they take back 200. They hit another number, they take back 200. So they got $400, but there was 8 rolls. Now the 7 comes. So they won $400. If they took the first 3 already, and then let's say they're close to getting their money back, or almost getting their money back, or let's say they took 4 numbers and they're up 400. When you look down there, you see $600. Okay, so you got 400 profit. Hey, pick it up. Otherwise, you're gonna press, and then you're gonna have to hit another number at $200, and then maybe another number at $200, and so you risk 2 more rolls only to make the same amount that you could have took down. Because if a 7 came within that time, you would have lost all that money. Okay, so there was a friend that I was playing with, or in fact my student Gary, who was here, and he was a press kind of guy. He's always pressing. If you watch the video, he goes, "Oh, keep on trucking," right? And because that was his attitude when he first came, and I don't blame him, because that's what he was taught, or he learned, or he saw other people doing. But when I turned his mind around and said, "Look, you played 130, you took back." And that time we depressed it, because I'm playing as if the table is really bad. If the table's not really bad, I'll just take my $50, my $35, and leave this up. But if the table is really bad, I'm going to do it with the depress, right? And you saw that, and that's why I take it down to $20 and take 50, because I'm trying to get back the money faster, because the table's bad. But anyway, when we did that and depressed it down, and we ended up taking 50-50 with 100, and now we had $100 inside, because we got 20, 30. I told him, look at the table now, Gary. What's down there on the table, right? You got $100 in your hand. You have $100 on the table. Okay, so there's $70 profit. Now, if you took another hit, and sometimes we did, and so we got another $30 or $35 or $50. So I wanted him to look at the table and see that the profit is sitting right there on the table. The profit is there on the table. So take the profit down. I mean, at times, like I said, you'll hear him say, "Well, let's try one more roll," and I might have made a mention that I'm saying to him that you really, you're risking another roll where the seven can come just to make $35 more. You willing to do that? Risk $100, which is already profit, just to make $35 more. Is that worth it? I don't think so. The $35 you can make in the next hand that you're gonna be playing or whatever. Sometimes you gotta realize that's not the thing to do. Risk $100 to make 35. And maybe you cannot see it, but let's say the big players got $1,000 out there and they're willing to risk one more roll to make $1,200, and yet they're willing to risk $6,000 or $4,000. To me, that's not the way to do things, right? That's very poor management. And anyway, so I wanted him to look down there and physically see the profit is there. Okay, we're not in one fast race here. We're going to be playing for a while, so you don't have to press and make a bunch of money within a short time. Okay, we're not in a sprint over here, right? We're on a marathon. We're going to be taking our time. We have a lot of time to make money. We have time that we're going to lose, so we don't need to walk away. Okay, we don't have only an hour to play or 2 hours to play. You got to think of it that way. I'm going to be here for a little while, few days. Even those of you that live there, you can take your time. You got tomorrow, you got the next day. Don't rush everything. Anyway, I don't want to just keep rambling on, but that's how I am. Like I said, the casinos want to see you pressing, because as long as you're pressing, they have a chance to take their money. So a lot of times when I take back my 3 times and along the way I'm depressing my bets, the casino now is trying to take back money that is their own money, because I already took their money and put it in my wrap. So they're trying to take back whatever's left that I left them on the table, which is their money, not mine. I don't consider it mine until I pick it up, but I considering it their money that's working for me, because I already took my profit, I took my start money, and I got their money on the table that is working for me. And that's when I'm going to be pressing that money. And I'm looking at the fact that if you take it back, all you took back was your losses and not all of your losses. Okay, but as long as I keep pressing and leave the money there, they're going to take my money, okay, that I put out there on my initial layout. So that's how you gotta look at it. You want to beat me, you're going to try and beat me taking back your money, because I'm going to use your money to make money for me. And the only way I can do that is to take back my staying alive money as soon as I can. And like I said, what's wrong with the dice hitting and giving you an opportunity to take your money back now? Why are you going to try and say, well, it hit 3 times, but hopefully it's going to hit another 3 times so that I can get money back? No. When the thing hits and it gives you the opportunity to pick up your money now, then take it. Take the hit while you can. Okay, don't hope that you're going to get another 2 rolls, another 3 rolls where you're finally going to try and pick up money. No. You're going to take your money first, and then the next 3 or 4 rolls that you were hoping the way you're going to get back your money because you pressed in the beginning, now you're saying to yourself, well, I got my money back, and now I'm going to press because there's house money that's going to make me more money. Okay, so that's the thought that you got to have in your head. Okay, and a lot of people don't have that thought in their mind, either because they've been playing a certain way for a long time and decided that that's the way it should be, and they're going to keep playing that way. Okay, and like I said, a lot of my students came here with the wrong attitude and the wrong mindset about making money. You can stay in the game and play once you take your money back and play with house money. Don't play with your money that you invested and say, I'm going to press because I want to take back, instead of $35, I want to take back $70 or $50 or $24. Okay, I don't care what denomination you play in or what your bankroll is. Take back the 3 times as soon as you can. Okay, as soon as the dice gives you an opportunity to take your money back, take it. The extra rolls that come later on is where you can press with house money and still take more money off the table with house money. And if you lose it, it didn't cost you a thing. Okay, there are times that I like when I taking down $4,000, $3,000 and going down to 130 across or whatever it is, because now I'm laughing that I still have a chance to make more money with your house money, and you only can take back $130 of the $3,000 or $4,000 that I took from you. Okay, but I wish I was a lot smarter back then, like how I am now, because I lost my share, believe me. And that's what made me get smarter and develop new strategies and try to help the new players coming out, or even some of you players have been playing for years. Some of you might like what you see and are willing to change. I mean, what does it cost you? It doesn't cost you anything. Take a chance, go to the tables, try it out, and see if it works for you or not. But not all strategies are gonna work. Depends on the tables and what the table designates what's going to be going on. Whether it's a passing table, bad table, choppy table. Okay, but you need to know that no matter what kind of table it is, if you're gonna play, take back that initial 3 hits for your staying alive money. Because like I told some of my players, if I gave you, let's say $44, and that's all I gave you, and you went to the casino and you laid $44 and you kept taking back 3 times and getting your money back, and then you lost, and you put it out, took back 3 times because you could, and then press what was on the table, and if you lost, you laid it out. As long as you got back that $44 every time you're on the table, you could stay there for 24 hours, right? 24 hours, so long as you got that money back, and still gave you an opportunity to make more money. Okay, so where the house catches you is that sometimes you only can take back once or twice, or sometimes nothing if you're not working on a come out, and then you're off, then they throw a point, you worked in 7 out. And that's where the house is going to slowly grind your money, because you couldn't take back 3 times. And that's why I say, but if you take 1 hit or 2 hits, you're going to get back partial of that money. And if you could do that like 5 times, 6 times, that money is going to add up to another hand that you can play. Okay? So that's why when I say you're making money and you're deciding that you're going to start to press and take, press and take, you need to do that, because along the way when you're losing that 0.7 out, or only got that 1, 2 hits, and you didn't get back all of your staying alive money, you need to get that money back along the way when you're playing, when you can take maybe your money back and get another 2, 3 hits and take that money. Okay, so that makes up for the losses that you got. You seen that when I played in the racks, and let's say like this rack right here, you seen that I lost a whole stack, right? And then the next stack I play and I take everything down. What I took down and what I took back replaces this tray. Okay? And that's what it's all about. If you lost, then you need to replace this tray. And the only way, the fastest way to do it is take it down. Okay, so those are things that I want you to learn. It's not only about throwing the dice, it's money management, and that's the best thing that I can tell you. The other things is like I said, my students, when they come, I go over their bankroll, how much they can play, why we should play a certain way, um, what strategy is best for them, trying to change their mindset into seeing where the profit is. Why do you have to keep throwing when the profit is sitting right here on the table? Okay, so the people that keep pressing are the ones that feel like I wanna make $10,000 or more, or $5,000, you know. And hey, if you can do it, that's great. If you have a bankroll that can back that up, and you can play that way all the time, good for you. But your money's not always gonna last throughout the whole stay, especially if you're playing all year and whatever. I mean, we all know that. And so the best thing is playing within your means, taking the money when you can, money management. Okay, like I said, my strategies that I showed are just to help you manage your money easier. Okay, and hopefully that's gonna work for you. Okay, also don't forget to be tipping your dealers. They work very hard. Um, you betting like this, 44 inside or what, 130. Hey, put $4 for the dealers. Have them here, $4. Follow me $1 each on each number. You know, if you win, they win, and that's what they want. It'll go a long way. Make sure you do this while you're playing, not at the end when you're done. Where most people say, oh, "Okay, I want to see what I won or lost before I give them some money." I can see if you're playing $22 or $44 that, maybe 22 you cannot afford unless you're winning, because a dollar means something at 22. The bankroll is smaller, but when you get up to 44, you could be maybe playing two numbers for them. Or if you're playing 66, $4 don't mean too much, right? And especially if you're playing 100 and more, you go ahead and give $4 for them and tell them to follow you, and you'll notice that they'll really take care of you a lot better, because you are playing for them. They make minimum wage. I learned a greater appreciation for the dealers, because I also now deal for parties over here on Maui, and I have gained a greater respect, because you try and keep up with 6 players, 7 players playing all different types of bets, and some of them don't really know what they're doing, and you got to keep up with all the payoffs. I mean, when you're a player, you only need to know your payoffs, but when you're a dealer, you need to know everybody's payoffs. Some guys playing don't pass, some guys playing don't count, some guys playing field and combats and lay bets and place bets and pass line with odds. So those dealers really work hard, and they're trying their best for you, and they're earning a living. What's a few dollars? I think that they'll appreciate it. So when you do go to the casinos, think about how hard they're working for you. I guess that's all I needed to mention, and it's just a talk story session. Some of you might find it boring, hopefully not, but sometimes when I have a talk story session, I kind of give you more insight of why I do things, and why things should be done. So anyway, I appreciate you watching. If you stayed all the way, man, great. Don't forget, if you have a chance to subscribe, or if you want to, go ahead and do it. Hit the bell so you get notified. If you have any comments, put it in the comment area. Any personal questions or anything like that, go ahead and shoot me an email at Maker of Dreams, which is OV and not OF, Maker of Dreams. If you want to order any merchandise, email me on the Maker of Dreams. Other than that, have a nice day and stay alive. Thanks.